Good morning, everybody. This is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and welcome to my day in the life of LOTRO. Lord of the Rings Online, 17-year-old game. I've been playing it, well, by up here in the, I don't know if you guys can see this. Let me go live screen. I'm playing on a 4K monitor, so this game is 17 years old. Okay, I just stated that. So I've been playing, according to this, I've been playing for 11 years. I've actually been playing for 13 of those 17 years. Um, my original account, I don't know what happened to it. Because I started playing it, then I left for about 2 years, and then I came back, and I've just been back for at least 11 of those 13 years. So and that's okay. So, but for a 17-year-old game, this actually looks still absolutely amazing. And for a game of this age, I say it all the time, I don't know of any other game of this age that has the draw distance and the artistic value as I pan the camera through grass. So, yes, we are in Tolkien's world, Lord of the Rings. Um, we don't play as one of the main characters, but we do play, our story parallels that of the Fellowship, and then eventually the story, as we know, shifts over to the rise of King Elisar, formerly known as Strider, formerly known as Aragorn. So we do that anyway. So so what I'm doing now is I want to come back and I want to revisit some things, namely why I'm doing what I'm doing. You saw that during my intro, that I'm sitting here running around and I'm destroying these tomb robbers. It's a deed, all right. I had two quests over here. I had to pick up, go in. There's a room over here, unmarked room, and there's one on the other side. I had to go in, complete the quest. And I said, hey, why don't I don't just record this and explain some of the things I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So number one, I'm working a deed. Okay, I've got to kill 180 of these things. That's the advanced level. It was 90 for the first level, the primary level, and then the advanced level is 180. Why am I doing it? Well, number one, loot. Okay, every time I kill one, I get coin, which I can use in the game. I get a bunch of loot. That a lot of this I'm just going to sell, so more coin. And then I've also, anything that's greenback, like these items here, that's crafting materials. I'm getting that from the boxes. Oh, who just hit me? Come on, Ogden. How many times do I have to smack you down? Every time he spawns. Anyway, so, but there's a better reason. Now, there's other games out there where, and I will tell you that my first experience to an MMO was a negative one, and it was not this one. I'm not going to name it, but wow, it was a terrible experience. Um, I was having fun up to, was it level 20? Yeah. Up to level 20, and then all of a sudden, hey, I hit a pay window, so now I have to pay. Here in LOTRO, it's 90 when you hit that window. Yes, there is a pay window. Hey, after all, even though it's a game, it is a business. So, and businesses are in the business of making money, and that's what they do. And this game is has a very successful business model that people actually want. There's actually major companies that want to buy into it and have done so, and I'll cover that later, maybe. So anyway, he's back. Ashley, come on, man, or Ansley, whatever your name was. So when I hit that pay window in that other MMO, yeah, I mean, okay, so fine. Now I got to pay $15 a month. Not entirely thrilled about that because I came from a world where, I mean, I've been playing video games, boy, since I think just after I got out of high school and computers really started to become a thing. And I bought a lot of Forgotten Realms packages, which were self-contained. You know, and if they had an add-on, yeah, you paid for the add-on, but once you had the add-on, it was yours to keep. Keep that in mind, what I just said right there. So this other one was new. Now I'm doing, you know, $15 a month. Okay, fine. I did it. It was fun. It was an interesting game. I wasn't entirely thrilled about it, but I had some friends that were playing it, so that kind of made it fun. And then here's the big negative. I think I hit level 21. After I hit level 20 and had to pay, I hit level 21 and there was nothing else that I could do. There were no quests, no nothing. And this was early on in the life of this particular game. And I'm like, okay, I am out of quests. I put this out there to my friends, and this, you know, Discord wasn't a thing. We were using TeamSpeak or Ventrilo, one of those two. That's a blast from the past right there. So anyway, talking to them, I'm like, okay, what do I do? Well, their response was, yeah, no, we've been waiting for this. You just have to grind. What do you mean? Okay, so you hit level 21. There's no quests until you hit level, I think it was like 22 or 23. And it's been a long time, so if I'm wrong, if you guys remember, know which game it is I'm talking about. Oh, I got a wound. Let's take care of the wound. All right, I'll talk about this heads-up display right here also. But anyway, the experience was, hey, you just need to grind. Okay, new grinding was a new term for me. What does that mean? Well, that means you just go out and find things to kill. And then what? Well, you do that until you level up and you get your next quest. I got bored. If all I'm going to do is grind, that's boring. And it didn't take long. I'm like, guys, I can't do this, man. This is like taking me forever to even get to the next level. You know, and then that was the next thing. Well, you can do a level boost. Oh yeah, what's that? Spend more of your real world money. Yeah, at that point I was like, you know what, guys, have fun with this game. I just don't think this is for me, and I moved on. So, still playing some of those older games over and over and over again, being bored. I just remember was one day, you know, when I was living in South Lake Tahoe, the armpit of California. I say that tongue in cheek because it's very pretty up there, very nice up there. And the actual community that lives and works up there, they're very nice people. It's really the ones that come in during the holidays that trash it. Those are the ones, but that's a different topic. So anyway, I'm in my apartment and I'm watching. Let's see, I think Fellowship of the Ring had just made it for its first appearance on TV on TBS. So I was watching it. I had seen it in the theaters. Of course, I'm all about Tolkien. If you guys know anything about me, um, I'm all about Tolkien. It goes back to when I was in high school. Oh, I need to go up. All right. See that little right there? I'll talk about that in just a moment. All right. I do want to go up this way, even though I'm done. Yes, this is a deed tracker that I have going. I have completed this. It didn't take long really to complete because this is a very target-rich environment. Here is LOTRO points. Remember those points. Deed bestowed. I now have a Slayer deed for Evendim, which I'll be working on. And deed completed. It just is Tomb Defender. I get 2,000. And I get 10 LOTRO points. So, which is something that is, you can use real world currency to buy LOTRO points. I'm coming back here. Even though I don't need to kill these things, I'm coming back here because I want the antique base. This has scholar mats. And scholar mats, even though you get them from some of the characters that you've been killing, it's those little treasure nodes that I'm tracking. All right, let's get out of here. We don't need to be here anymore. I'm going to go turn in some quests, and I'll do some more monologuing. So anyway, that being said, I'm in the apartment, and I hear get up during a commercial break. I figured I'm going to go get me something to drink, make some popcorn, whatever. And during that commercial break, I hear, "Thou shall not pay." And at first I was like, I heard it as "thou shalt not pass." And I'm like, wait, the movie started again? That was quick. And they jumped. What's going on? So I left, went back to the TV room, and let me call my horse. We'll talk about horses too. Anyway, we're going to talk about a lot, especially these nodes here. I mean, we're going to talk about a lot. I'm going to go over a lot of things in the next couple of hours of what I don't need. Well, I'll go ahead and click on it, but I don't need U branches, but I'll grab some anyway. Anyway, so I went back and looked, and no, it was a commercial. And it was a commercial for a game called Lord of the Rings Online. Lamfarin, I need those. Those are hard. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Well, I might as well kill that here. They're here, but they're also in another place, and I just know that from playing. Limrafen. Anyway, there's another one. I'll let it go. Trying to find the road. Here we go. All right. We're going to head back to the Colossus and turn into 2 quests. So anyway, I looked at it. I saw the commercial, "Thou shalt not pay." They talked about Lord of the Rings Online. I'm like, wait, there's a game? Okay, whatever. And then I went back to watching the movie, and at the next commercial break, there was another commercial, "Thou shalt not pay." This time I saw the whole thing. And they talked about how Lord of the Rings Online is now free to play. Hold on, wait a minute. I now equate it to that other game. It's online, which means I'm playing with other people. And yeah, I'm now interested. So in that TV room was my computer. So I went while I'm watching the movie, I downloaded Lord of the Rings Online, and I've been hooked ever since. So I like the way it plays. I like pretty much. And now we're going to talk maybe a little bit of history of Lord of the Rings Online. But that's how I got involved, and that was actually 13 years ago. But now it's, I mean, like I said, I left for 2 years to go play another game because I got talked into that, and the other game was kind of fun and had some artistic value. But eventually, that area that just became toxic over there, so I ended up coming back. That looked like that. Anyway, sorry, got distracted. I squirreled. So, okay, so that's how I got involved in Lord of the Rings Online. Like I said, and it came out in 2007. We're at the 17-year mark. We just had our 17th year anniversary. And it's still going strong. In fact, I'm even noticing now, yes, there was a peak in users. Then most gamers, and I've said this on my other streams for Run 8 and Railroader and all that gamers are fickle. I try not to be one of those. I try to be one of those gamers that, hey, I find something that I like, I'm going to stay with it. I'm going to keep playing it. So, 1200 reputation. That's good reputation. We'll talk about reputation here in a minute as well, too. And our 1200 reputation. Okay, so those are done. Whoa. Lights came on. Why are the lights on? What time is it? Daytime. Oh, it's getting into dusk. That's why. All right, so let's get out of here, and now I'm going to go find, but I need to talk to Basil Gummidge at Ostfarad. That's, so, oops, wrong way, this way. So anyway, tomb robber. I don't need tomb robbers, but I can always use the loot. Do I have loot on? That's combat. Change my filters over here. Loot. There we go. I did not have loot on, so now it'll tell me what I'm getting in the way of loot. As an example. Alright, so I got a fine fur, skin. I got fine fur and fine skin. And then I've earned 18 silver pieces, 90 copper for quest completion. So treasures have been earned 18 silver and 90 copper for quest completion. Nice. So anyway, I got some loot on my loot thing turned on. So it's deep and it's rich. Oh, I forgot. You know, my startup music started as finished. I forgot to do this. Go into options. So we'll get some music going. Oh. Okay, let's track 4. Blunk. Nice thing is when they made the change, because at the beginning you couldn't be on a mount to collect ore or anything like that. I know there's one. Let's see, it's coming to dusk. I have a theory that in this area, I don't need the U branches. I'm done with that, and I'll show you that why, because it gets involved in crafting. I'm heading back. Well, I'm heading to Osfrod. I don't know if I can't remember if there's a crafting area up in there. But anyway, so what do I want to talk about now? That's how I got involved in Lord of the Rings Online. Next thing is, okay, obviously quests. Those are, you have regular quests and then you have epic quests. I have my epic quest right now turned off. It is a level 37, and I'm hoping you guys can see this because, I mean, this one thing about this age of this game, it was made back when 4K monitors were not even a thing. So I've got not even a high def monitor as my second monitor, and I use that for all my tech stuff. But I'm thinking about changing it out and going to like a 720 just to play this game on there, so my menus are easier to read, and when I stream things, it's easier for you guys. But as far as just the overall visual experience, 4K, yeah, I mean, other than the menus, 4K just looks amazing. So anyway, and they're updating. This is the other thing about the game. They're constantly adding new content. They're constantly updating the engine. They're constantly at work. They've been backed by a couple of external companies. I know that the main company, when they purchased um, Lord of the Rings Online from what I call the Evil Empire, which purchased it from the original owners, they've really done a lot. They're back. It's the original developers of the game, and they're like me. They have a love and respect for J.R.R. Tolkien, and everything that they do is based off of his works, his notes. Not. Am I getting chased? I am getting chased. This lady knocked me off my horse last time. All right. Anyway. Okay, up the hill I go. So. Oh, that tomb robber just knocked my brain to the thing. Okay, anyway, so um, let's see. What do we want to talk about? I don't know. That train left that track. We're gonna go ahead and head up. Um, if you can, if you, oh yeah, that's the company has done a very good job at keeping the game. And of course, they bought it from the evil empire that owned it. And at one point, um, they, geez, they were putting in quests just to add quests, just to add things to do. Nothing that had anything to do with Tolkien. And that was a very dark time because these quests were coming in. I would come in, I would go down, I'd start a new character and play down here in the lower level areas because I just didn't want to play in the higher level areas because it didn't follow Tolkien's lore. It had nothing to do with him. So I would play up to a certain level and then stop and create a new character and do the same thing over and over and over again. And that's okay because I would experience different classes of character, different races, and explain and play with okay how does this race play with this class, and if I liked it, I kept the character. If I didn't like it, I would sell off everything the character had, transfer it to into storage, and then nuke the character, and then create a new one. It's all good, and almost all I've got three main characters. I have pretty much the trifecta of these games back in this era where you had to have a tank, you had to have DPS, and you had to have heals. So those are my three main characters. I have a ranger, which is ranged DPS, highest DPS in the game. I think the very next highest DPS, but it's melee DPS, would be the champion. And then of course I have my minstrel, which is your healing class, and it's also got high DPS as well too for solo play. But when you're in a group, and you're a minstrel, they expect you to heal. So mine's spec for healing just for that reason. And then there's what else we got? Did somebody message me? I think my daughter is online. Okay. No, she put a message up, and so she was going to stream today. So I've been waiting for her. So I'm just doing this. I might be a live stream later on. I know we're scheduled to play together. I don't know if we're playing. I honestly don't know if we're playing Lord of the Rings Online. We might be hunting demons again. I don't know. But anyway, I digress. So back to Lord of the Rings. Okay, get rid of that. So going back, and so yeah, the original developers, bottom line is that they bought the game back and then they sold the game because another company came in and liked what they were doing, and the commitment was um, keep doing what you're doing. We will financially back you as best we can. And then, of course, if you're familiar with business, now your parent company just sold out to another company, and then you're worried about, okay, this new parent company, are they going to keep us alive? Well, the new parent company um, took a look at what all their assets were, including, LOTRO, Lord of the Rings Online, and they were a big gaming company. They're very successful at what is it? The handheld games for like iPhones, iPads, and devices like that. And they had an MMO coming out. They were going to make for PC and console that was Marvel based, and they ended up nuking that and taking the money that they had set aside for that and putting it into Unfriendly Man. All right, he doesn't want to talk to me. I was saying he was going to be a quest. All right, first thing I want to do is I want to grab the stable. You come into a new area. If you see a stable master blue like this, just click on him. Boom. You have a new place to go for stable, so you can ride. And you get a horse, and that, we'll talk about horses here in a little bit. So anyway, I want to find the main dude before I run around and start grabbing quests. He is this way. Up there, or is he up here? Got a lot of unfriendly people up here. I'm thinking he's over here. I can't remember. It's been a long time since I've been in this area. There's so much content. Yeah, here he is. Fortress of the North. Kelsey finally got someone to come help us. He's a good boy, but has taken his time finding aid. That's normal for LOTRO. Everybody takes their time. You say Okawi knows, or Cowie, yeah, or Cowie knows that we are here as well. He has a desire to restore the pact that we once both honored. The Rangers let their end. Rangers let their end go long before we did. It will take some time for me to determine if I believe he is being truthful. Well, the Rangers have bigger things. So, completing this quest, I get 900 reputation and 2 bronze Anorian coins. All right. It's reputation. Rangers of Estelden. I'm at, okay, 5,600 of 10,000. Oh, that's Rangers of Estelden. No, Wardens of Innuminous. That's where I'm at. 17,769 of 25,000 to get to. I think it's Allies, my next one. So, which completing this quest gives me 1,200. I like those numbers. So the Rangers suddenly went to honor their end of an old arrangement. Funny how soon things start to go bad for them. They seek out help. Yet, wait, hold on. You guys sent a kid down there to the Ranger camp to ask for help, and now you're saying that the Rangers are seeking your help? You asked for help. We showed up. I'm here. Shut the hell up, Basil. I will bitch slap you until tomorrow. Okay, anyway. The end of the old arrangement. Funny how as soon as things start to go bad for them, they seek out help, yet deny it to others who have needed it for so long. Still, the fact that you are here shows a small step has been taken. I got your, yeah, I'm going to punch you so hard. Before we get to anything dealing with what they want, we have to make sure we are well prepared for the winter. The storms will be strong about that because everything's coming out. They're very Foreshell, which is the winter wonderland here in LOTRO. That's just north of here. So that's what he's talking about. If you had any serious, if you're serious about restoring the pack, we start with our needs. Go see several of the townsfolk, and they will direct you to where we. Okay. So immersion in this game. That's why I turned the music on. Read the quests, immersion in the game, and you're going to see me. I've been doing this so long that I'm actually going to like just click through stuff. For you guys, I'm going to try to remember to read the quests. But if you're a new player, if you decide to give Lord of the Rings Online a try, my advice is keep the music on and read your quests, especially the epic storyline. Follow that quest. Follow that one. I'm on hold right now because it is level 37 is where it starts. I'm level 35, so I'm not going to work the epic quest. But if there's any quest chain that you want to read, that's the epic quest chain. So, which is done by book and volume, and just kind of like Lord of the Rings. When you buy the Lord of the Rings novels, you have 3 books, and inside 3 books, there's 2 volumes, and then of course inside each volume there are several chapters. So, and that's exactly how the epic plays out. You have a book that has volumes that has chapters. So, all right. Anyway. He wants us to go talk to some other people. Let's get back to my monologue. Some people right now are saying, oh, please don't. Anyway, so this company, like I said, they were going to do a Marvel-based MMO for PC and console. They killed that project and took their money, a lot of money, and dumped it into into Lord of the Rings Online. They saw what's going on here. Last time I checked, Lord of the Rings Online worldwide has 3.5 million subscribers. So we can look at that one of 2 ways. Well, we can look at it a bunch of different ways, but there's 2 ways of looking at it. If you got 3.5 million subscribers, those are people that are paying to play Lord of the Rings Online. So It's going to be a mixture of both. Some of them are going to do like I do. I pay $100 and I get a year subscription. Or there's other people that pay the $14.99 a month because that works for them. I do the 100 because it actually works out to be cheaper per month. Anyway, um, if you do the math, if everybody was paying $100 a month times 3.5 million, that's a bucket of money. Okay, then even at 15, if everybody's doing 14.99 a month at 3.5 million, that's like a bucket and a half to 2 buckets of money. So they're making money. They're doing very well. Okay, and so therefore, I do not see this going away anytime soon. And they have all brand new content, which I'm not going to discuss here, but I mean, right now, level cap is 150. And the developers that we have right now are so behind, that they do their research into Tolkien and they found one little note. They have access to stuff through the Tolkien Society. They have access to content that has not been published. That is part of Tolkien's notes, and that's one thing about J.R.R. Tolkien, if you know his life. Since he was a little kid, his parents taught him to journal, and there's notes upon notes upon notes upon notes, and he was constantly writing and thinking out thoughts of this fantasy world that he had going in his head. But he would not just live it in his head, he'd actually put it down on paper, and of course it became The Hobbit, and then Lord of the Rings Online, and then later on his grandson published the Silmarillion, which is really a compilation of not all of Tolkien's notes, but some of Tolkien's notes and some stories, little short stories about Middle Earth that he wrote. Um, all of that is in this game. All of that. So if you're familiar with The Hobbit, if you're familiar with the three main sources are going to be The Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, and the Silmarillion. And if you're familiar with those three, you're going to find all that content somewhere referenced to or influencing you in this game. So for immersion, music, read the quests, and then like my daughter and I sit here. Actually, it's over there now. By my reading chair, I have the book Lord of the Rings Online because a lot of stuff. Excuse me, I got hiccups. A lot of stuff I have to look at into the appendices in that book, going, hey, wait a second. Oh, I see what he's doing here. Okay, so anyway, that's the immersion side. Get into it. Get into the music. Get into reading the quests. Reread the books. If you've just watched the movies and have never read the books, I encourage you, read the books. Like everything else, books are so much better than the movies, although the movies did the books a lot of justice. But yeah, read the books. So those are the 3 points for immersion. Now, what am I doing inside the game? Obviously, I'm working quests. So where am I located? Let's go to the map. So right now, I can move this out of the way over here. So right now, you see I've got the 4 rings right up in here in the town of Ostfarad. That's where I'm at. I have, you know what, I got the filters here. Let's go select all. So now you can see everything, all the little flags, places I've discovered on this map. We got boats, quick travel boats if I want to travel from boat to boat to boat in different areas of the map, because I am playing the Mariner. I didn't mention the class I was playing, but I am playing the Mariner. It's a new class to Lord of the Rings Online. I'm playing Red Line, and I'll explain that. But anyway, we're in Osfarad, and so we're just going to be picking up quests, and we're going to be following these quest chains and going from quest to quest to quest and tasks and doing everything else that we need to do to level our character up. But there's so many different areas. Now let me show you where to go here. We're in Evendim. That's where we're playing right now. Where's Evendim? Right click out. There's Eriador. Evendim is in right up here. This is Evendim. Like I said, to the north is Foreshell. We're in the northern part of Evendim, but this is Eriador, and you play everywhere in here. Here's Angmar. Eventually, this part of the game is the Shadows of Angmar area. That's the original where level cap was 50. You played in this area, but places like Cardaland, Swanfleet were not really a part of this. Nankurnir was not a part of it. Dunlin was not a part of it. Aidenwaith was not a part of it. Eregion was not a part of it at that time. And then off to Rovanian. That was not a part. This was all that there was. Now, as you can see, I can hover all these areas. All these areas here are places that we can go and places that we can play. Carland, Swanfleet, 2 new starting areas that they just gave us. So you can either start Shadows of Angmar area, or you can start and work the book. There's a whole new book, Before the Ring, it's called Before the Shadow, which you follow the quest chains of the epic storyline, and it talks about everything that happened before the Shadow reemerged in Middle-earth. Of course, Shadow Sauron. Anyway, so you got this area. This is where I'm starting with this character brand new. So I've started, it's a race of man, so I actually started in Breland. From Breland, I've gone and worked in the Lone Lands, finished everything I needed to do in the Lone Lands. Yep, there's Weathertop right there. And then I had to shift because I followed the epic storyline. The epic storyline took me to Evendim. So now I'm questing in Evendim. If anything, follow the epic storyline. Where is it going to lead me? Epic storyline is going to lead me through all these areas here. And then eventually it's going to take me. This is the full map of Middle Earth. Linden is one area they have not given us that yet. Keep waiting for it. But here's Eriador. Here's Rovanian. We do go down into Rohan. We do go down into Gondor. We do go into Middle Earth. And now we're in Hradwaith, which is we're dealing with the Haradrim. So that's where the stories lead us from Eriador to Rovanian to Rohan to Gondor to Mordor, and now eventually to Hradwaith. And then they just put this in Khand. So they're done. They're not done developing this area of Hradwaith yet. So we're gonna wait. What you see here is where we get to play. So, and I'm thinking these islands here are going to come into play as well too. So I don't know. I'm hoping, but like everything else, I don't hold my breath until it actually shows up. So that's the full map. So basically everything you see here on the main map, you get to play in. Huge amount of content. Huge. Let's go back to Eriador. And then we're going to go drop down and back into Evendim, and we're playing in this. And this looks big enough as it is, and it is. All right, so back off the map. Let's go ahead and get off our mount. Mounts, you do get a mount. Now, if you are going to play free to play, you'll get a quest at level 20. Rowena Parker is one I need to talk to. You will get a quest at level 20. Once you complete the quest, you'll get the skill to be able to ride a mount. You can actually just see. Yep. Here we got the collections panel that just came up. You can do things like if you're into, like my daughter is into collecting pets. So I've gotten a few that I've received through working quests. So anyway, or playing in the it's working quests, or if you do, I'm not really a festival person, but look at this, it's still loading. In fact, the scroll bar. I mean, a lot of pets. So if you're into collecting pets, hey, there you go. You can collect pets. Me, I'm more about the mounts. So on this particular character, this is the mount page. Every horse out there, I'm about collecting the mounts. So, and there were 4 mounts that were part of the Midsummer Festival, which I went and I got my 4 mounts, and so I'm done. So there's all the mounts. You can see all the ones that are lit up are the ones that I have on this character. These are the moats. the emotes, I mean, not the motes, the emotes. So I got most of them. I should actually start working on collecting a lot of these. Golf putts. Some of them you have to purchase from the LOTRO store down here. Others, yeah, it's through quests or through festivals. Then of course you have, this is the main one that you really want to look at on this tab in collection, is collecting all the stable masters. So every time you see a little gold dot, I've actually visited that stable master. The black dots are ones that I need to um, visit. All right, so next quest, deeds. This is a big one. What deeding is, well, I mentioned in that other game, grinding. Deeds can be a grind in this game, and if you just want to focus on that grind, you can certainly do it. I'm going to tell you, you don't have to. They're very good at developing a process that the deeds almost take care of themselves. So when I started this video, I was killing a bunch of tomb robbers. I don't remember if I'm going into areas that have more tomb robbers, but chances are, yes, I may. But I'm right there. I was almost done. I figured I'll just go ahead and finish it. In the deed panel down here, I'm looking at uncompleted deeds. These are all the deeds that I need to work on. So those little balls of light, I need to kill. I got 25 of 50, so I'm halfway there. That's the first tier. To get to the second tier, I need to complete this one, and then once I complete the second tier, which will probably be 100 of those lights, then I'll get points. All right, so Slayer of Evendim. So I got one, which was Brigands in Evendim. I completed that one. These are all the Slayer deeds. They contribute toward the meta deed. The meta deed is, there's usually three things that you have to do: kill, Slayer deed, location, and what the other one was? Oh, quests. So if you complete quests of Evendim, so like this is the wilds of Evendim. If I locate all these spots, the ruins of Evendim, I only have two more that I have to locate. The wardens of Evendim, complete quests. Okay, so this is Wardens of Evendim complete quests. I am at 84 and 90. When I complete this one, I'll get 2,000 virtue points. Remember that one. And then, of course, when I complete it, I get 700 reputation points to the Wardens of Illuminus. The virtue points are system. Okay, let me back up. So for deeding, it's not just grinding out and killing a whole bunch of things to advance to the next level. As you complete your quests, you're going to get into a lot of fights. It's just the way games work. By the time you're done questing in this area, and in this area, my epic line is already done, so it's all the other quests and all the other locations. If you follow the quest chains, don't break the quest chains. If you follow the quest chains, you should eventually find and locate every spot that needs to be located. So all the ruins that I'm looking for, I should eventually find all the ruins. The locations of Evendim, I should eventually find those as well too as I follow the quest chains. The Slayer deeds, honestly, I should finish those. They design it in a way that the grind gets you more than just leveling up and more than just extra loot that you can sell. It basically helps you to complete the things that you need to complete. Completing a deed is important because you get the virtue points. This is actually important. If I hit J and bring this tab up, I am looking at the trait panel. First of all, every time I level up, I get to spend a point. And what's this point? I don't know. I can spend a point in the trait tree. And right now, since I'm playing solo, I'm going red line, which is the DPS line. On this particular character, you get an extra tab. I can flip to another tab and maybe go yellow line if I wanted to. If I wanted to play, I'm playing with somebody else. I play with my daughter. Um, she's playing a Mariner and she goes yellow line. So between me going red line and her going yellow line, it very much complements us. So I mean, yellow line is buffs, debuffs, interrupts, things like that, crowd control on the Mariner. And of course, red line, I go in and I just nuke everything. I like playing DPS. This is the virtues. So as you start to level up, you'll get 5 virtues. And by the time I think you hit level 20, you get to pick your 5th virtue. Maybe a little bit earlier than that, I don't remember. But you pick the virtues that are going to complement your character. These just happen to be the 5, and there's going to be other people out there that are going to be, oh no, those are not the virtues that you want to have. No, these are the virtues that I want to have. There is no wrong way to play Lord of the Rings online. Okay? You play it the way you want to play it. Your selection of virtues are perfect for you. That's it. If you have a different selection of virtues, more power to you, but they're not the ones that I have to have. So anyway, right now I'm earning on wit. All right, but look how, I mean, the blue bar is the amount of virtue XP, which I get from doing deeds before I hit level 17. That's such a small area there that if I get 2,000 points, once I hit level 17, the rest are going to disappear. It's going to be a waste of points. I don't want to waste my points. So Zeal is 1. There's 16 to 17. Wit is now 16 to 17. Valor is going to be the one I want to work on next. Doesn't matter. You can work on any order you want. Actually, I take that back. I'm going to go to Confidence. Confidence is 13 to 17. Valor and Determination are 15 to 17. So let's talk about this. So what do I get? So for Confidence, I get critical rating boost, finesse boost, an evade rating boost. And as I level up, those boosts get stronger and stronger. The passive bonuses at the bottom down there, +6 physical mastery, +6 tactical mastery. Every single virtue has a passive bonus. You'll see that all of them are grayed out except the 5 that I've got listed up here, and then there's charity. All right, charity is 15 to 17. I'm not on the primary, secondary, and tertiary primary virtues. I'm not getting anything from that. But what I am getting is the passive bonus of +18 morale. Every single virtue's passive bonus applies to your character. So as you quest, as you do your deeds, as you level everything up, okay, if you're maxed out or near max to where you're not going to waste your virtue XP, all right, pick one, and just start leveling it. So charity, I'll probably go to that one. Once all these are leveled up, I'll go to charity, get that one up 16 to 17. Then I'll go to compassion and just work around the list. I'll get them all. Okay. So all I want, and you look, I mean, +4, there's maximum morale on that one, maximum morale on this one, maximum morale on this one, maximum morale, maximum morale. So all these, I level those up. That boosts my max morale, which is the green line up here by my character portrait. So the next one, like fortitude, maximum morale, physical mastery, tactical mastery, maximum morale, maximum morale, maximum morale, maximum morale, maximum morale. You're starting to see a pattern here. Most of these are maximum morale. Leveling them all up is going to increase my maximum morale. And as we get into the more difficult areas of Lord of the Rings Online, having your morale at its max peak, and there's other places that you can get a boost from, could save the day. And I've played some characters where at the end of the fight, raid, whatever, I was literally down to 1 or 2 points of my morale. Fight's over. Now I'm taking heal pots and I'm leveling back up. I didn't die. If I had died, I would have failed that raid. Anyway, so that's why we deed. That's why we, and so I don't mind grinding because I get more than just a long, slow trek to the next level. Leveling. Nice segue. So leveling is something that, I mean, you do it through your quests, you do it through your deeds, you do it through slayers. I mean, every time you kill something, you even do it through crafting. As you craft things, you get XP for it. I will tell you this, as you complete your quests, as you complete your deeds, you get those LOTRO points. I tell people, sit on them. Don't spend them. Okay? Bank them. And here's the reason why. Number one, the first thing I'm going to do to control my leveling is I come into here, and I can't show you where it's at because I already have it, but I end up, actually it's on my character panel, I end up with this right here, the Stone of the Tortoise. You buy that from the LOTRO store. Sometimes it's on sale, sometimes it's like maybe 100 LOTRO points, fine. Okay, that's honestly, you complete if you complete 10 deeds, that's 150 LOTRO points. You'll complete 10 deeds just doing the first area. So get this, slot it into your pocket slot like I have it here. It disables your leveling up. That's this bottom bar here, down at the very underneath all my skill panels and everything. That's the level. Okay, and you can see it like it's grayed out. That's because I have the stone turned on. The quest that I have will keep giving me XP. I don't want that. I don't want to out level this area. All right. I like playing it where I have to fight things. And it's already, I'm already starting to see mobs that are blue, light blue, green. Yeah, I don't want that. Okay. I honestly really, really do not want I want mobs that are going to be white. I want quests that are going to be white, and I want quests need to be white in color. You can look at your quest tracker over here, white. If they go gray, I don't get any XP for it. All right, but if I go gray on the quest, the mobs are going to go gray, and when they go gray, they don't aggro on you, so you can run in and just do whatever you want to do. You can also one hit everything. Don't do that. This is now if you're okay with that, fine, go ahead and do it. You do you. But my advice is don't do that because it makes the game way too easy. As it is, playing vanilla the way I am, it's already too easy. They dumbed this game down a lot. But the new developers have put something in place to make it tougher. I just haven't done it with this character. I'm doing it with the one that I run with my daughter on. So, and there's a guy, you can go back to one of the main starting areas. In this case, for this character would be Bree. And next to the prancing pony in Bree, there is a collect dry logs. Okay, dry logs. Let's go find, I gotta go find 4 people and talk to them and get quests. So, other places where I put the stone on, I turn the stone on for crafting. Because you get a lot of XP for crafting. I turn the stone on for that because I have characters. A wanted poster. Bill Tripper, Master of Blades. Ooh, let's go. He said there are a lot of wants. So, what do I get out of taking that? Talk to Clark Standish. 900 to run. The poster advertises a bounty on a man named Bill Tripper, described as a notorious tomb robber, highly skilled with blades, and invites interested parties to seek out Clark Standish and Osferada details. Okay, so that tells me, yeah, I didn't have to grind. I could have stayed, kept following this, and anyway, I probably got, I probably would have completed my tomb robber one, but that's okay. So the bounty, Bill Tripper, Master of Blades. Hear about the bounty on Bill Tripper. I'm glad you're here. The sooner we get rid of him, the better. Bill has been robbing and murdering around the hills of Terran Fornesh for some months now, and is well past time someone stopped him. If you do go looking to collect the bounty, keep an eye on Bill's sword. Sword. He's deadly with it. I'd just as soon not have your death on my conscience. You know what? But I'm a mariner. That's what I do. Defeat tomb robbers around Osfarad. Okay, so there it is. I could have kept, I mean, instead of standing down there to finish that deed down there when I started this video, here it is. I mean, I gotta go kill more tomb robbers in and around this area. So don't be in a hurry to finish your Slayer deeds, because you'll probably finish them, and if you don't finish them, then you can always go back and finish them off later when you're at a higher level, and it's just a matter of walking around smacking them everything in the face. All right, so let's get into this. We're just going to get into playing here. We talked about deeds, we talked about reputation. Oh yeah, reputation. We showed you guys before. Right now I'm working on Warden of Menuminus. I really want Kindred with everything that I get. There is a title you get at the end of getting Kindred with all the people that are areas here in Rovanian. No, Eriador. And it's called World Renowned. And there's a steed. Yes, I like collecting steeds. There's a steed that you get. But in order to get Kindred, you got to do all that reputation. You got to do all those deeds. It's a lot of work. I'm not gonna call it a grind, because there's always something that'll help you get to it. And then by the time I get done with Eriador and I'm ready to move on into the Mines of Moria, before I go into Moria, I will actually go back and complete everything else that I need to complete in order to get that world-renowned title. And then make sure I have all my deeds done. So basically, deeds done, quest done, epic line done, and then Kindred with everything to get rolled renowned. Once that's done, Eriador is done with this character, and I can move on. So that's where I'm at. And okay, so that's basically why I do what I do. Now we'll go down here and talk to this little dude over here. Hobbits are just everywhere, like bad pennies. Spend time looking for boars in Evendem. All right, yeah. So I'm not going to read through this. Maybe the last paragraph only. There have been boars in Evendem. They're just too. They have to be go. Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, I got 30 minutes. I'm not even going to worry about it. It's a time quest, but the reason I say I'm not going to worry about it is because the first time I did this, I did spend 30 minutes of my life I will never get back looking for boars that do not exist. And when you come back at 30 minutes and talk to this guy, and end up talking to this guy, it's like, oh man, the 30 minutes ran out. Come back here and find out. It was just just saying. Task boards here. Okay, so you'll get quests on here. I've done my 5 tasks for the day already, but I keep a lot of the brown stuff in here. That stuff that goes for tasks, like if we hover on it. This item it's the red part that I'm reading here. This item may be turned in for tasks in the Lonelands, the North Downs, and Evendem. So I would keep those things. I have a bunch down here that I've already locked away. So as I collect them, they get added down here. Once they're filled up, I get extra stacks. Since I have extra stacks, I can sell that and I get coin. Spending, oh, here's the other thing too. $100, like I said, $100 for a year of access to Lord of the Rings Online. I am what's called VIP. At VIP, there's a VIP vendor in various places around Middle Earth. You talk to the VIP vendor, and what you get is you get this token that I'm hovering on, Subscribers Town Services, and then you also get another token that helps you speed up your helps you to speed up your crafting, and also helps prevent wear and tear. So if I go here with all the fighting, in the normal, not in VIP, and VIP is anybody that subscribes. So $100, you don't have to pay just the $100 a year. You can pay the $14.99 a month. You're considered VIP. If you're non-VIP, playing free to play, your armor wears out as you fight and as you explore. You have to come to a vendor somewhere that, and we'll click on the repair button and click repair all and fix your armor back up again. So, but in this case here, I'm going to sell a lot of stuff. And when I sell stuff, I look at anything that has a green back like that. That's a crafting mat. I save those. Tomb Raider sashes. We're going to save those because those can be clicked on for reputation. All right. Weaponsmith scroll. No weaponsmith on this character. I don't use that since I make my own armor. Artisan metalsmith. Don't need that. Javelin, that's only for wardens. I'm not a warden. Runestones is for rune keepers. I'm not a rune keeper. Weaponsmith, I said I wasn't. Here's a sapphire. We'll keep that. Reputation item, and this is for the Matham Hunter Society, but I have not been in the Shire or completed the quest, the Founding Writ, so I should go there just to complete that quest. That'll unlock these, but I'm not going to worry about it because honestly, I know where I can go get a ton of these and do it. And once again, it's a grind, but it's a quick grind. So we'll sell those. Artisan jeweler, I'm not a jeweler on this one. Adamants, that goes to the jeweler. Whetstones go to the weaponsmith. I am a scholar on this character. I'm going to talk about crafting here in just a moment as well too, so we'll save that. But anything with the green backing like this candle, I'm going to save. Heavy sword sheaths, don't need it because I got, where are they? Right there, stack of 50. So weapons, you can play free to play if you don't know anybody on here. I play on the Crick Hollow server, by the way, and you can also join my Discord. You can choose Lord of the Rings or LOTRO as an access point. Therefore, you can reach out to me on my Discord. Best way to do that, because I'm on a different character all the time in game. So you can always reach out to me in Discord. Hey, I need armor. I need weapons. I need scrolls. Okay, fine. I'm going to send back to you. I'm going to need mats in game. Send them to, and I'll give you the name of the character to send them to. As soon as I receive them in game, let me know in Discord that you sent me the mats. I'll get in game on that character. I'll get the mats out of the mail, make what you need, send them back to you in the mail. And at that point, when you get that character name, just add that character name to your friends list. So that way, one, you'll know if I'm online. Number two, you can always send that character mail. But yeah, use Discord and the Lord of the Rings Online channel in my Discord. So, expert scholars, cool. Okay, I'm going to save that because I am a scholar on this one. We'll see what kind of scrolls I get. Dark brimstone, sell that. We can sell that. Sell that. That. Keep that. Sell that. Keep. Sell. Sell. Keep. You're seeing a pattern here. Ah! I need to buy that back. All right, that was a scroll case. So I'm going to buy that one back. Go back to sell. We'll keep that. We'll keep that, and we'll sell these. All right, so I cleaned out most of the space. A lot of stuff down here I just keep in my inventory until I'm done with the area, and then I sell it all off, giving me more room in my inventory. I never clicked on this. Inventory, oh, I get 5 more slots. I can give my inventory more slots, but look at the price. I mean, 325 turbine points for just 5 more slots. That's 1 more row. That's kind of, to me, that seems kind of expensive. So, all right, next thing I do, once I sell everything off, this is something I highly recommend that everybody does, is to go into, click on your token here, go into your shared storage, I have this much. I maxed out to where I have to add space. And usually if this comes up on sale, if I have the LOTRO points, I will buy it, but it's 595 turbine points just for 10 more slots. So that would take me from 80 to 90, but that could actually be quite a bit. But I do wait until it goes on sale. Yeah, and you can go to lordoftheringsonline.com and they'll tell you what the sales are. Matter of fact, oh, same thing. Yeah, it hasn't changed. There's always something free as well too, and there's coupon codes in there that you can use. So if you have, I keep it on my other screen over here. I keep Lord of the Rings Online. The LOTRO wiki to be exact. I keep the lotrowiki.com up because if I ever have a question or if I can't solve a quest or anything like that, I look it up there. Hey, I just got an item. Is this still a valid item? Some items that you might receive are not going to be valid. So, and it might give you a clue. Either sell it for coin or go turn it in at this vendor here and he'll give you something in return that you can use for crafting or deeding or something like that. So it's a wealth of information. It is player, like all wikis, it's player done. It's very accurate, but always keep in mind so that some things could be mistaken or some things have changed and not been updated. All right, so we're going to go through and everything here that's green, I'm going to put over here. So first one is we have brimstone. Now brimstone is used by metalsmiths. Amber resin, that's used by woodworkers. Adamants can be polished by a jeweler. Flax fibers are used to make armor, get critical success on armor with a tailor. There's our scroll, we'll open that one up. Brimstone here. Once again, brimstone goes to metalsmith. Rock salt is for critical success while crafting on a jeweler. Whetstone, same thing, critical success while crafting on a weaponsmith. Rubies go to the jeweler for polishing. Okay, here we go. Fragments of Dunedain script, that's a scholar mat, and then candles are a critical item, critical success item for scholars. Here's another candle. Here's another scholar item. I'm putting those aside because I want to go in and put those in my personal inventory for this character. Black resin goes to the woodworker. Parsley goes to the cook. Cooks are valuable. If you play vanilla, not so much. But if you go to Bree and go to that vendor, you'll see him everywhere you go. He's always leaning against a lamppost. And if you click on him, you can increase the level of difficulty of your play. So if you start playing vanilla, like this character is, and you find it too difficult, go and talk to that guy and increase. Now, my daughter and I, we have a pair of mariners. We're running together. We play at the max level. It's like difficulty +9. Okay, and honestly, it feels like LOTRO was when I first started playing, which that was the level cap was 65. 55 was the original level cap. I started playing when they went free to play. It was like I think it was yeah. See, I started playing 2008, 2009, I think. When I started playing, and that's whenever they went to free to play, and yeah, I mean, and it was tough. You had to strategize how you were going to approach a fight or to go get something on a quest. Now you can just run in and beat everything up. Well, this that individual that gives you the that helps you, gives you the basically to raise the difficulty level is to bring the game back to what it was when it first started. That's the difficulty level +9. So I believe. think the middle in there might be where the game was when it first started. I have to go back and take a look at that now. I'm questioning myself. I will go investigate that and I'll let you guys know. But anyway, if you want a little bit tougher experience, go talk to that guy. And when you hit level 55, you will you'll get substantial rewards for maintaining that difficulty level all the way up to level 55. Um, and that's if you started from from level 1. Go talk to that guy, or as soon as you see him, go talk to him. Increase your difficulty level and stay with it until level 55. After 55, after you come out of Moria, things start to get a little bit more difficult, and especially in the latter areas when you get down into Gondor, Mordor, and you work your way into Mordor, then Gundabad, and then now into Hradwaith. The difficulty level is pretty decent. You can craft items for yourself, but honestly, the drop items are a lot better. And you can run with that and be successful. I'm just saying. So anyway, going back to what I was doing here, this and this, we're going to click through that to give us reputation. Here's my other Scholar scroll case, and then this is sapphires. That goes to jewelry, and a bunch of blackberries go to the cook. At that higher difficulty level that I was talking about, that was the point I was going to make. Food becomes a thing. You need to make food. So if you don't have, if you don't have a cook, and cook is probably the most expensive crafting level to level up, but once you're at max level, the food that you can make that will help buff your character. Yeah, you can buff them with might, buff them with agility, buff them with vitality, which gives you more, raises your green bar. Buff them with fate, that raises your blue bar. So food becomes very important. So that's, I would just, yeah, think about having a cook. If you have to, just create a character. That's what I did. Each one of these tabs is for a character that's what they specialize in crafting. Okay. Let's see. Where am I at? All right. I want to close this out, and I want to go. I just don't want that in the background. I could have actually clicked on one of these two tabs here, go to my shared storage, go to my wardrobe. Don't need that. I like to close it out. Dye mats. Scholars make dyes. So as I find things to make dyes, but they make potions, they make scrolls. So that's what scholars make. For the mats that I have, they're going to go in here. And this one goes in here. I just know for critical success items, candles will go into here and here. All right, first one on that one. And you'll see too, I was at 25 gold. I actually spent all my money down here at the bottom. I spent everything I could spend to max out my personal storage here to 120. Now if I want to max it out, I got to spend LOTRO coins in the store at 120 right now. Beginning character, I don't need to do that. Let's see. Let's go open our scrolls up. I got 4 of these. Let's go open all of these. I had 5. Oh, I had more. Okay. So, and then we'll open this one. All right. So I'm looking first at all the scrolls that I have. And the first thing is none of them are outlined in red. So it means I don't know these scrolls. All right, so I'm going to bring up my scholar page for my on my crafting here, and artisan. Here it is. This one is an artisan scroll. I'm going to click on it. What do I get? Okay, so that's a one-time use scroll. I can make a crafting journal for a jeweler. So at the artisan level, that'll help them increase their critical success. So not only do they use their critical success mats, but they use the scroll. It'll actually increase their critical success up by several percentage points. We're good to go. All right. Let's see. Yeah, it just says in critical increase. It doesn't say what it is, but it's a one-time use. So I can make one scroll, send it to my jeweler, then the scroll breaks itself and I have to be able to find another one. All right, so that was artisan. So the rest are for yellow tier, or this is going to be for expert level. That one right there, I need. You'll see why. All right, so I just got the milk thistle draft. Milk thistle removes poison from my character. Linstad, which I can make, removes disease effects from my character. I got a weaponsmith journal, or was it a tailor? I can't remember. So I basically got another, let's see. Oh, it says Taylor's Journal. So it was a Taylor's Journal. It's where it's dropping into my log down here. It's kind of weird. This one just outlined in red, so this one will get sold. I don't need that because that's a permanent ability where these are one time with the scroll markers like that. It's a one-time scroll. Next one. All right. Oh, now I got Celebrant. So now that one allows me to make potions, which I have a bunch down here. I got picked up from questing and turning in quests and getting them off of mobs. But if I need to make some, now you can buy these things at an apothecary, or actually it's a not a medical vendor, not a health vendor, but I think supplier. I forgot what they call them here in the game. But if you can make them, it just saves you from having to spend your in-game currency. And this one just turned red as well too, so I don't need either one of those. So we're going to sell those. I get coins for those. Yay! Coins, good. 2 silver, 75. Both those are gone. And lastly, reputation stuff. This is called character maintenance that I'm going through right now. And good to do. So I'm watching Wardens of Innuminus. I'm at 17. So this was 100. They're 30 points each. So that's 3,000 points. So that'll take me up, just by that one stack will take me up to 20,000. So between the two stacks, I'll probably get about 21, 22,000, somewhere in there, rough guess. And you just sit here and right click on them, and right click slowly. If you right click too fast, the game will panic and tell you to slow down. Now here I wish there was, and I can't remember if it's this game or another game, to be honest with you. There was one that was like do a massive click. And yes, I'm doing all this right here, right now, because we're down to 10 minutes over here on this quest. So I don't know if they designed it that way, but it's like take this quest and then come over here and take your time doing your character maintenance. All right, we're just going to sit here. I'm just going to do this. And this is my life. This is a day in my life at LOTRO. And I don't mind it. I mean, like I said, I've played, there's at least 2, 3 other MMOs that I've played, and I keep coming back to Lord of the Rings Online. Maybe it's because what I'm familiar with, or just the looks of it. I mean, one is very artistic. 3, I've played 3 different. One's very artistic. One has some interesting gameplay. But I guess to say that they're all kind of in a make-believe environment. This allows me to play in the mind of J.R. Tolkien, and I love his book. Yeah, 21,000, almost 22,000. So I went from 17,000 to 21,000. That's not bad. Not bad at all. So just about 4,000, all that, which I got off the Tomb Raiders. So 4,000 points. So anything to help level up my reputation with the Wardens of Annuminus. All right, so we're still waiting on him. He's got 8 minutes. Let's go find. I need to find these two people, Clark Standish and Ballard Wilmer. I thought I found Clark Standish. I think I did. Because I'm questing, I got quest focuses on this one, but I'm not seeing anything here. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the extra one. So I did talk to the 4 people. I got extras. I just have the bounty I got to work on too. So now we're going to go quest. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to remove this quest because it's misdirecting me. Now you see the rings here are gone. I just have this one ring right here, and then I got, you can see on the map all the areas that I need to go quest in to go complete what I need to go complete. So let's go down here. There's a ring down here I need to go to. I can hover over here, change the colors of these over here as well too. All right, robbers and poachers. Defeat tomb robbers and Osfra. Why is this guy showing this one? He's a robber and a poacher. He's green bar, which means I cannot attack him. But he is a signature, so I might have a quest to come back and talk to him. So we're going to go ahead and continue out with what I was doing. Escape, get rid of him. Collection, looking for mats out in the area. If I'm going into a ruin, I will look for scholar mats. Otherwise, I'm trying to gather ore so I can finish my crafting tiers. If we look, I'm a forester, which means I work on leather and wood. Prospector means I gather ore. To finish the expert level, you have the proficient level, and then you have the mastery tier. To finish mastery, well, in order to start working on artisan, you have to finish proficient. Once you finish proficient down here, if the mastery level of the tier above it isn't completed, you cannot start working on the mastery level for artisan. So I'm gathering as much ore as I can, plus I'm also out of ingots as well too. So I will process all that ore that I have here, but I only have like enough to make 14 ingots of gold, 43 ingots. Probably enough to finish the tier off, but I'm not going to worry about that. Usually I finish my whole day of questing by... What's in there? Go turn this on. Can't remember what's in here. Go in here with my... I don't see anything popping up on the radar. There is a stone marker. Cannot talk out of the old stone marker. It bears some faint engravings that will require some time to decipher. Alright, so there is stuff that does... Well, I will be directed into here at some point, so... And I did not get anything that said that, hey, you just discovered a location deed. Alright, we're going in. So overall, we need to collect... Here's a hind right there. Now, this is what I was talking about. You branches that I don't need. I've finished that tier. So I'm looking at on Forester, Expert. You can see I completed both tiers, so I'm working on the Artisan tier. And I got up to here because I had some mats on my other characters that I pushed over to this one. So that was the advantage of that. But for Prospector, I'm looking for prospecting nodes. But this is what I was talking about. The bell curve goes it's a bell curve on questing. If your quests are white and your mobs are white, you're going to get the maximum amount of XP. So it goes gray, green, gray, green, light blue, dark blue, white. Now you're at white, and usually that's the level you're on, the level before, and the level after. Then as you start to go down the other side of the bell curve, it goes yellow, gold, red, purple. Pretty much at purple, run, because you're not going to get any XP because you're going to die. Okay. The other ones, if your character is spec'd right, once again, virtues, armor, weapons, all that stuff, you might be able to stand up against some red. This character is pretty OP in that sense, but purple, no, not going to happen. But your maximum amount of XP is going to happen at the top of that bell. So mobs that are white and quests that are white will give you the maximum amount of XP. So with that being said, I'm going to put my pocket item on. Just right click on it. It switches over. There's my stone to the tortoise. I now have my Malorn leaf that I put on. That bar here at the bottom has now gone from gray to gold and blue. Blue is the extra XP buff that you get for being VIP. Helps you level up a little bit faster. Hence why I use the stone of the tortoise. So we're going to kill those. Got 1 of 8. That's part of the quest. And oh, I had something down there. So, but U branches I don't need. But over here on the radar, there's a rich iron deposit. I'm going to go grab it. I have to go touch it. And then the red dot by it, there's a tomb robber. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work quests and work mobs until they turn blue. When they turn blue, I put my stone back on again. I will only work with or accept XP from mobs and quests that are white. And then I put my stone on when I craft and like I had said before, or yellow. I'll tell you, like this one's yellow. I'll go ahead and do it. It's on the good side of the bell curve. And you can see the floating XP. I want to come back and get that's bountiful. So that's an extra. So it means there's extra goody stuff in there. All right. So what I get from bountiful? Well, let's see. From the mods that I created, I already got fragments of Dunedain script. I got another Scholar scroll case, but I'll save that for when I do my cleaning. And then I got stuff I can sell and stuff I can sell. This may be turned in for tasks in Evendom and in the Trollshaws as broken longswords. Down here you can see I had skins that are flashing. I got some other mats that are flashing. So you can see when they flash, you can see what they are. Broken longswords. Do I even have that? I don't think I even have that. I need a stack of 10 anyway, so I might as well go ahead and keep that down here. I can turn in a stack of 10 tomorrow when the tasks reset. I see a target. But anyway, this is why I do, and this is why I do it, and this is my day in the life of LOTRO. So, what was that? If you hover on them as well too, it'll tell you what you need to do. I need bear hides, so we're going to collect some bear hides here. And sometimes, depending on where you're at, either the bears will aggro on you like this, or they'll just growl. If they just growl at you, you can usually ride past them and not get in any trouble here. All right. Baby bears. They don't aggro, but they still count. And see, right here, that one that was a time quest. I gotta go back and talk to the guy. All right, 4 shamblers. Is that it for bear? Oh, bring bear hides. Yep, I got the symbol, which means that this quest is done, so I can get out of here. Let's go ahead and get on our horse and ride the area out. So, yep, pretty much my day in the life of LOTRO. I love it though. Especially when I'm on vacation and I got all my household chores done. I need 4 more of those. And they put those little creatures like hill fox or field hares. They will, I don't need bears anymore. Although they do help with XP, but I don't need them because I don't want to level up that fast. Up to you. Defeated tomb robbers on Osfrod, 5 of 10. Alright. So you can see flashies here on this row, this row, this row. So I am gaining stuff. Gaining more stuff. This one is new sword sheaths. Heavy sword sheaths. New sword sheaths. What are they? Turned in for Quest of Evidence. So that's a new one I'd never had before either. So let's just go ahead and lock those. But I don't sell those. And then more sashes. Alright. There's a hind. Elk. Alright. Don't need the bear. Tomb robber. I'm hitting the tab key to highlight them like that. Go this way. I see on the radar a node, rich iron deposit. There's also a drop of fine clover honey on there. That's random stuff for a for the cook. I will grab that and send that to my cook. You can purchase honey, but if you can collect it, it just saves you, like I said, spending your in-game currency. So lots of in-game currency. I mean, if I can hit the wallet up here, I mean, you can see here on the panel, not only the gold, the silver, and the copper coin that you have, but then there's all this in-game currency that's used to purchase things in the game, not to mention the quality of life stuff that you can purchase from the LOTRO store. But I will tell you, hold on. I mean, say other than the stone of the tortoise, truly save your LOTRO points because the LOTRO points can be used to spend. You can purchase quest packs. A while back, I might have to do another one, and I can do it with this character actually. Now I think about it, I think I'm done. Nope, 2 more. I am done with the haunches, so I don't need hinds anymore. Although I do get leather materials. I see a node down there, right there, and it's denoted by the blue right there. Go in that direction. You branches I don't need. This dude I need. I just need to find one more, and that dude, you have been selected. All right. All right, and I just got to find Bill Tripper and the dry logs. All right, where are the dry logs? Logs for the fire, right there. That's over here, which is, okay, that's over that way. And then Bill Tripper. Oh, he's all the way over here, Partha Dwale. So I have to leave Osfarad and go back so I can slow ride and get off of here. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Let's go deal with the oh, there's another one. Another crafting node. Resource, I shouldn't say crafting node, resource node. And this is where I kind of screwed up because I think the log area is in that bear area, and so I could have done the bears and the logs the entire time that I was over there. So I'm not going to say it's quest linking, but they will send you in the same general area to get other quests done the same time you're getting the one that you're trying to get done. And sometimes you might run into something. There's gold. I'll take that. There's dry logs right down there. All right, so I'm going to have to go. These bears attack, so I will have to get off my horse. And we'll just run around here, try to collect. See how many of these wood. Any more this way? No, I think that was the first one in this loop. The HUD. I was going to talk about the HUD that you see pop up when I get into a fight. Plugins. I use plugins. The only two that I've got three going right now. One is for tasks, one is for deeds, and then of course my main one is Palantir. That's the HUD that I have that just popped up like that. Basically, it's a visual warning that something is aggroed on me. Without it, you don't know something is beating you, is aggroed on you until they start to beat up on you. Also, too, all my like healing pots, power pots, potions to remove disease, poison, wounds, and fear are all connected to it. So if I can't use my natural skill down here, Belly of Brine, then I can click, while that comes up, I can actually click on the link that's in there. There's a little square tab for each of those pots, and it'll fire off one of those pots. I don't have to bring my inventory up. Okay, logs are done. So what I'm going to do at this point, I got all the logs. I'm going to go back, turn in all my quests, and I'm just going to ride out. I'm not going to fight anything unless I get knocked off the horse, like my horse just got hit. Try to avoid what I can avoid. And eventually you can hear the sound of, that's the other thing about by playing the music, you can hear when, something is aggroed on because the music changes to the danger music, I'll call that. So now the joke that my daughter and I do, and I think a lot of other people do as well too. Remember, what's one of the first, what was the first title for the book The Hobbit? And this is in the book. It was Bilbo's book, There and Back Again. Well, that's the quest. It's out and back, out and back. You're going there and back again. And so it's going to be a lot of back and forth. And sometimes I will admit it gets tedious, but it's what has to be done, on the quests. And it's really, if you read the quests, that's why I say read the quests, it takes some of that tedium away because it's like reading the books. You find out why you're doing what you're doing. All right. Let's go find out. So there's 900 reputation, 2 bronze coins. Bronze coins can be used to barter, but you have to be ally in this area in order to be able to barter. So I'm not quite there yet. All right. No boars? No boars at all? How odd. Now you really looked at the right. You didn't just waste time doing errands or working on some craft or other, right? No, I did. No, I trust you, but this means I'll have to do without a delicious Evenden boar steak. And that just won't do. So you see, that's a chaser quest. You go out there and chase your tail. All right. A curious number of bears. Collect choice cuts of bear meat. Now I wish I had waited until I forgot that. I would have waited until that time ran out, got this quest, and when I went out to go kill bears, I would have gotten this one done at the same time. Hence the there and back again. All right, we'll take that quest. Next. Let's see, let's go this way. We're going to go up here. Another 900 points of reputation, 2 more bronze coins. Now, here's the thing about the bronze coins. Okay, I just want to share it, that these are coins I'm collecting on this character, but they're not bound to this character, they're account bound. So I can actually use them on another character. Now, if you think about that, you got one character. If you create another one, and then another one, and another one, like I did, I have 13 characters, and all 13 have gone through this area. I've collected an awful lot of those coins, and if I don't spend them, then it really comes down to I have a lot that on one character I can go there and I can buy whatever I need to buy. And then for this character, a lot of times when you get to Kindred, first Ally will unlock it. Kindred unlocks everything typically. All right, as we're speaking about this, so I just said, okay, so deed is done. This is from my deed tracker. Okay, and I'll show you the deed tracker here, which is a plugin. So reputation, allied to the Wardens of Illuminus. So I've gotten allied, gained 25,000 reputation, which I've done. Merchant discount errand. So lore, the Wardens of Illuminus consider you a stalwart ally and trust confidence in all things they do. I have now got a title, allied to the Wardens. I don't know if I'm going to use the. No, I don't have. Oh no, I do have the 11s. That's because I've had 11 years. But I can put a title on there too. I can change my title. When you complete a reputation level, okay, you get the notification reputation changed. So now I'm on Ally. I'm at 589 of 3,000 to get to Kindred. So that's what I'm working on next. Deed bestowed. You must earn Kindred standing, 20 LOTRO points. So, all right, good. I get 20 LOTRO points. Deed completed. And ally to the Wardens of Illuminus. There it is. I got 15 LOTRO points. I got my Wardens of Illuminus vendor discount. So horses, anything I buy at the vendors are now cheaper. All right, so it saves me coin, and then I get the title. Here's the title. So that's my character's name, allied to the Wardens. I can make that active if I want, which would change my title is Levinses, means I've been with it, at least on this account, for 11 years. And then LOTRO points. I got, congratulations, you have been awarded 15 LOTRO points, which can be used in the LOTRO store. Thank you very much. So everything you gain, it's very easy through your deeds and your reputation to gain LOTRO points. Save, like I said, other than buying the Stone of the Tortoise, save them. Buy your quest pack. To buy the Fate of Gundabad quest pack, it cost me 3,200, well actually it's 2,995 LOTRO points, 3,000 LOTRO points. Working all my characters, going back and doing all the deeds and everything I had in all the areas, in 1 month, I was able to accumulate the 3,000 LOTRO points, and I bought the Fate of Gundabad quest pack. Well, now they got the quest pack for out in Umbar and in the King's Gondor area, and there's an area out there that's not part of the VIP. I mean, well, no, I take it back. No, it's not. I take it back because my daughter's VIP and she just hit the area, and I don't know if it was not that area. Not Fate of Gundabad. There's another area. Oh no, she is in the Erebor area. Yes, Erebor is in the game, and that whole quest pack chain over there, even as VIP, you don't have access to it. You have to buy the quest pack. So I have the quest pack already, but if you don't, like I say, save up your LOTRO points. Honestly, do not spend them as you go from 0 to 90 for free. You get every single quest, 0 to 90. You can do every single deed, everything, all the reputation on this character. And if you have to go back, create another character, do it again, save that up. And then the next quest pack might be Moria. Buy Moria. Save your LOTRO points. Find out what it costs for Moria. If you pay for VIP, yeah, you'll get Moria as part of it. I still use the LOTRO points and got all the quest packs because if for some reason, hey, if I miss paying for VIP, I still have access to all the quests. And then something will come up going, why am I, like, I'll just know, like, why am I not getting my 500 LOTRO points a month? But I'm not VIP. Oh, I gotta go buy VIP, and that's real world currency. That's $100 US. So, and to me it's worth it, and it supports the game that I love. What can I say? All right, let's move on. I need to find up the stairs here, go find another person to turn the quest into. Poppy Seaton. We will still need to gather more wood in order to make it through the winter, but it is nice to see the wood pile grow for some time. Okay, good. So that's the wood one. All right, and then talk to Basil. Basil! There's a ring over here. I'm looking at the radar screen. There is a ring over here. Well, we can just jump down. Oh, I gotta shoot my horse. Broke my horse's leg. And there's Basil. All right, Basil, how you doing? All right, another deed just got done. Eriador, Evandem, Wardens of Evandem, completed 90 quests in Evandem. The Lord, though there is no industry, agriculture, or indeed any great strategic bastion to be found in Evandem, it could nonetheless become a great symbol among the men of the North, were the great capital of Anuminus ever to rise again under the banner of the ancient kings. All right. What did I do? Deed completed. Tomb, Wardens. Complete quests and evidence. So done. Okay, so I got 2,000 experience points. Let's go take a look at my virtues. So confidence is now at 14, almost ready to go to 15. So a couple more scores on virtues. Confidence will be where it needs to be. Okay, so I'm not going to lose any points on that. Deed bestowed. Deeds of Evandem. This one I was talking about complete quests. Okay, Wardens of Evandem deeds. So that quest pack is done. But doing the Explorer of Evandem and the Slayer of Evandem, that still needs to be done. So if I complete this, I get 2,000 virtue experience. If I complete this, Ruins of Evandem, 2,000. So that's 4,000. The Wilds of Evandem, that's 6,000. Okay. Markers of the Sunken City. All right. That one. Okay, there's nothing there. Deeds of Evandem, complete that, another 2,000. So that's 8,000. So, and then the Goblin Slayer, Invaders. I don't have one to show you, but you get virtue experience. And then another 2,000. Yeah. So you get virtue experience from doing the advanced level of that. So that's a lot. I mean, that you need to get those to start leveling up your virtues. His quest is assist Clark Standish again, Ballard, Wilmer again, Rowan. Okay, go back to the same people again, and we're going to help them again. And then what else I get over here? Oh, I got more LOTRO points. Another 15. So that's 30 LOTRO points in the space of about 5 minutes. So it gives you an idea of about how fast you can level up your virtues, level up your character, level up your LOTRO points. So quests and deeding, everything has a purpose. It's not just, you just don't go out and do it for the sake of doing it. Like in that previous game I was talking about where it was like, what do I got to do? Why am I doing this? Yeah, it can be, there's times it can be a slugfest, but there's always something to do. And the quests are designed, and they've reworked this area too, that the quests are designed to send you in an area that'll help you complete your deeds. And that's my day. Let's let's see. Who am I looking for now? I feel like I'm missing somebody. Go this way. I think I am. I think I got them all. That's one. There's 4 main people. There's 2 over there, 3 over here. That guy in the, oh no, this guy in the background over here. I knew I was missing one. All right. So that should be everything. And if you miss one, that's okay. By the time you complete all the others and turn them in, you'll be like, oh, I still got one person I got to talk to. Then you go back out and do it again. All right, so what I'm going to do, though, is I'm actually going to jump in here, take the slow road back to Tinadur. Reason being is Tinadur's here. I'm up here. I need to go here. So I'm going to take the slow road. Instead of me riding, I'm just going to do it, and I'll probably jump off my horse here. Or, yeah, I don't have a... Is there a stable master? I think there's a stable master down here. Yeah, High King's Cross. I'll take the stable master, which will bring me... And as I go past Partha Doyle here, I go in there and kill Bill Tripper. He is there at Tamvaran. So, all right. So to High King's Cross. King's Crossing. Slow. 15 silver coins. So much for the cheap. Anyway, off we go. And we're going to go look for... Trouble at Sirith Rear. That's yellow. So okay, that's on the good side of the bill curve. So yep, I'll just keep working my quests. I'm about halfway to level 36. My next epic line starts at 37. So I'll wait to 37 and start working the epic line. And if you ever get to a point where it's like, I don't know where to go, work your epic line. That will take you into the next area that you need to go. So you can start at Race of Man, start at Bree, in the Bree area. It'll be a Hobbit, you start in the Shire area. You can be a Dwarf, you start in Thorn's Gate, which is the Dwarf's area. And then, or you can start in, be an Elf and start in Calandum. And they all roads lead to Bree. Where's my bounty? There it is. Whoa! Get off the horse. I want that gold. That's gold. Oh no, that was a wolf. I thought that was a node. All right. Anyway, bounty right here, pointing there, going in that direction. Let's go find Mr. Tripper. And then that's pretty much gonna do. I'll kill Mr. Tripper and anything else that might be in here. I don't need to do. See, this is one going to bounties. There's a lot of tomb robbers. See, there's a tomb robber. Come on. Wow, a little bit of lag right there, which happens, and it happens in these games. Oh, there's an antique vase over there. I'm glad I came over here. I need the antique vase. Grab the gold. Chip face, I already clicked on that. That started a quest chain while I was here. The first time I was here. But yeah, sometimes you see something like this. Click on it. If you can't, it says using that has no effect. It's sometimes already been completed. Or typically, it might come back and say you do not have the quest for that. So now you know that there's a quest coming. All right, Bill Tripper is around here. There he is. Thanks for showing up, Bill. Bring the wolf with us. I don't care. Mr. Tripper and another ambusher. All right, I got 3. And boom, just like that, we're done with the bounty, but we can leave. Which means I can get on my horse. Get out of here, head back to... Is that a hind? That is a hind. And what I'll do is I'm closer to Tinadur than I am Osferod, or I can go up. Oh no. Osferod's over there. I might just ride back up there on my own. So that's it. My day in the life in LOTRO. So we'll come back. That's things that I do, things how I play LOTRO, what I look for. I'm going to do some more LOTRO series. I'm going to do basically, maybe adventures or something like that with the Mariner, some kind of tunnel, but we'll get something going on. So anyway, thanks for hanging with me. Thanks for checking it out. I appreciate it. Like I said, I do play on the Crick Hollow server, and you can always come join me there. And of course, as always, if you like the content I provide, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, get the notifications, and we'll get you in here. Crick Hollow server, and oops, wrong button. Sorry. Yeah, hey. All right. Hey, you don't have to be perfect to do this. I don't sit there and edit. That's the other thing too. I had somebody, oh, you need to edit your videos. No, I don't. I'm not worried about that. I'm not so. This is me. I'm gonna play as me. You're gonna, you'll this. Yeah, this is me, guys. This is me. This is the real. This is the real. Like the commercial, but this is the real. So anyway, we'll get back up here to Ostrod. I'm gonna go ahead and bring it down. So thanks for hanging out with me today, guys. Once again, my name is Kurt H. I am the Lazy Farmer, and I will catch you next time.